Okay. All right, we got some Glenn Miller in the background. We're working with this Book of Jewish Knowledge by Nathan Alshabel. I love this book. I have given away many, many, many copies of this book. Now, in this book, there are all these cool Jew questions. Hymns of the Synagogue. It may come to a surprise to many to discover that much of in Hebrew psalmody that is sung today in the synagogue was not originally composed by Jews. This bafflement becomes compounded when one considers the unusual musicality of the Jew, which has had full expression since the 19th century in all sectors of musical activity. Jews had worked out a musical notation system of their own. This is fascinating stuff. Okay, this is a long article, but a couple days ago, my eye fell on this. Where was it? Here we go. Rabbi Simon Duran, Majorca, 1361 to 1444, commented upon this custom of tune adaptation, taking a tune and stealing it and putting God glory words on it, saying that in each locality, the chazanim, the cantors, adopted tunes that were popular among the Gentiles in whose midst they lived. Certainly, vastly popular liturgical poems like the Sabbath hymn Adon Olam, Lord of the World, written by an unknown medieval poet, and Lecha Dodi, Come My Beloved, the inaugural hymn for the eve of the Sabbath, by Solomon Halevi Alkabez, Palestinian Kabbalist, 16th century. These things have been sung to innumerable tunes by Jews in practically every part of the world. The latter hymn, it is claimed by the musicologist A.Z. Edelson, had been set to some 2,000 different tunes. I mean, it just goes on and on. In Spain, the hymn tunes adapted by the synagogue generally were Mohammedan Moorish or Spanish Christian in character. That was the melodies. The original titles of some of those canciones can hardly give one a clue as to why they were selected to articulate the aspirations of the sin-obsessed and God-intoxicated Jews of the Middle Ages. For instance, Senora, Madam, Tres colores en una, 3 colors in one, Porque no me hablan, why don't you speak to me? The Hebrew linguist of France took over such a famous canson of the troubadours as L'Homme Armé, the warrior, and the popular folk tune Les Filles de Tarascon, the girls of Tarascon. The native melody customarily used for singing Chad Gaya, an only kid, the nursery rhyme that is included in the Seder, the Passover home prayer service, is of medieval Provençal France origin. Same in Italy. It just goes on and on and on by all this groovy, like here, an obvious examination of the old Ashkenazic hymns, some of which are still deeply loved by the Jewish masses, shows the clear influence of German folk songs upon them. To cite just a few examples, the Hanukkah hymn, Ma'oz Tazur, Rock of Ages, that is sung by Jews all over the world, is in reality but a reworking of Martin Luther's famous chorale, Nun freut euch, ihr lieben Christen, Rejoice, dear Christians, which was itself adapted by Luther from the German folk hymn, the Benzauer battle hymn. Just amazing stuff. And to indicate how completely unconcerned the German Chazanim were with the musical sources. They didn't care about the melodies, they just took them. They took them and used them and put God words on them. That they tapped for the synagogue, one has to only to listen to the Ashkenazic musical version of the Yom Kippur hymn, El Nora Aliyah, God mighty in thy deeds. It recalls immediately Martin Luther's most celebrated hymn, Ein feste Burg ist unser Gott. A mighty fortress is our God. El Nora Aliyah Dade. God mighty in thy deeds. There's no question but that in addition to some of the above-mentioned tunes, which eventually became traditional, and which the Chazanim of East European Slavic countries inherited for their psalmody, in more recent times they exploited still other non-Jewish musical sources. They adapted shepherd tunes from Wallachia, Polish folk songs and dances, Ukrainian gypsy melodies. I mean, this is the coolest thing. The Jews are famous for lifting whatever hymn and turn it into the God joy words. How cool is that?